Adeon. A world where time stops, bodies never age, and the only rule is to fight monsters endlessly. A playground made by gods, and the place where I awakened after dying on the Dreia Continent. Like me, others were dragged here without explanation. We joined forces as players, trapped in a hell where death never comes, only battle after battle. I fought without end. For more than 100 years, I hovered between life and death, all for one goal: to take back the freedom that was stolen from me. And finally, after a century, I challenged him, the one who created this nightmare for his own entertainment, the god of Adeon. But all the other players before me had failed, their final moments carved in stone. At the site of the last battle, I stood among countless stone statues, the players who couldn't win. As I approached, I heard their lingering voices. Riyun, Ghost King Riyun, please, liberation, grant us freedom, set us free. A golden being descended from the sky. If I killed that bastard, it would all be over. The god of Adeon, the one who watched us suffer from above. The god of Adeon looked down at me. Riyun Sermin, from the fallen noble house of Dreia, captured by the Phaton family, tortured for years, and dragged here after death. Shut up, he snapped back. The god of Adeon continued anyway. In just 100 years, you mastered 3 classes: Ghost, Assassin, and Necromancer. How entertaining. You trapped me in this endless battlefield, he shouted. You toy with me however you want and kill me whenever it amuses you. As he charged, golden light gathered in, the god of Adeon's palm, swelling with divine power. You think this is fun? He yelled. The god of Adeon only chuckled. You really are the best. I think I'll play with you a little more. He tapped the golden sphere with a finger, and the explosion erased half his lower body in an instant. Riyun Sermin, he said calmly. Any last words? I'll grant you one wish. I don't need it, Riyun growled. The god of Adeon, you already made a wish. The story jumps back to the past, deep beneath the Phaton estate, in the underground cells where Riyun was tortured. One of Phaton's numbered lackeys presses a heated iron rod against his bare chest. Riyun gasps for breath, trembling. The torturer smirks. To him, Riyun is entertainment, the only talentless child born from a bloodline famous for inheriting every gift as if divinely blessed. Everyone but him. The torturer mocks him. Born with nothing, impossible to kill, and impossible to understand with his torn-out tongue. He had hoped Riyun's bloodline would yield something valuable, but even torture had become boring. Still, he instructs Riyun not to die. Not yet. They have experiments to continue. Then, almost proudly, he announces it's the 3rd anniversary of the extermination of House Sermin. Riyun's thoughts drift. 3 years since House Sermin fell. Once his family stood at the front lines, guarding Dreia from the monster-infested Dark Zone. Among the 5 great noble houses, Sermin had been the strongest, renowned, and unshakable. But when his father and elder brothers vanished, everything collapsed at terrifying speed. House Phaton seized the moment to crush us. What Phaton truly wanted was the legendary Sermin blessing, the blood of the dragon. Those who inherited it became archmages at 10 and swordmasters by 15. But Riyun wasn't one of them. Once in many centuries, a curse appeared in the bloodline, the curse of Demon King Arkan, and he was the one who inherited it. A curse that prevented him from learning any swordsmanship or magic. A curse that left him powerless, unable to protect his family. Tears fall as he thinks, if only he'd been stronger, Phaton wouldn't have crushed him. Son's Phaton wouldn't have tortured him all these years. But he's too exhausted to regret anything anymore. He can feel it. Today's the day he dies. At last, he can rest. He closes his eyes. Suddenly, everything shifts. The final moment with the god of Adeon replays. I'll grant your wish. Riyun opens his eyes again, but now strange voices surround him. Young master. Riyun sees a familiar face. Colin, the Sermin house nanny, looking much younger than he remembers. She scolds him gently, concerned for his frail body. His mind spins. Why is Colin here? Why is she so young? Colin, bring me a mirror, he demands. When he sees his reflection, a 12-year-old boy, the shock hits him. What day is it? He asks. August 17th, Dreia calendar 1892, she replies. That was the year he turned 12. The same time House Sermin began its downfall. He hears the god's voice again. I'll grant your wish. Did he really go back? The door opens. Alejandro, captain of the Sermin Knights, enters. He assumes Riyun is faking illness again, until he notices something different. He offers to let Riyun skip training. No, Riyun answers firmly. I'm fine. What's today's training? Alejandro is stunned. The frail young master refusing a break? Longsword footwork practice, he replies carefully. Riyun nods. I am Riyun Sermin, without question. But inside, his thoughts race. Regression? Wish? None of it matters. This is his second chance. Let's skip the sword footwork drills, he declares, and go straight to monster hunting. His eyes sharpen. This time, he will fix everything.